talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the convicted cinephile, and if you are a cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. And on this channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. Today, I'm finally going to put out my official Oscar nominee predictions. So let's just go category by category. I'll try to make it quick. My kid's playing in the background, so if you hear weird talking, that's what that is. I'm just going to start out in order of Gold Derby's thing. I'm just going to read off of that because it's easier. Best Picture. In no particular order. I don't have them in like an order of likelihood. I just have the 10 things I think are probably going to get in. And spoiler alert, they are the same thing as the PGA 10 because it's hard to see what might get bumped off. You can make a good argument for all of these. So, number 1, Licorice Pizza, Dune, Power of the Dog, Belfast, King Richard, Don't Look Up, West Side Story, Coda, Tick Tick Boom, and Being the Ricardos. The director 5 are also the DGA 5. I know, I don't have guts. I think a lot of things could sneak into the director one, but like the director of Drive My Car, I think could sneak in very easily with the foreign membership of the Academy that there is nowadays. But I have Jane Campion for Power of the Dog, Kenneth Branagh for Belfast, Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza, Denis Villeneuve for Dune, and Steven Spielberg for West Side Story. I think they're pretty solid. Any of them, well, not any of them. I think Kenneth Branagh and Paul Thomas Anderson, for some reason, could get snubbed easiest. Branagh seems like such a safe bet, but he also just seems like his movie's losing steam and could easily get bumped for a more artsy-fartsy kind of a thing, like Drive My Car. Best Actress, I'm going to try to keep Kristen Stewart in the picture, even though she got snubbed at the SAGs. I think she'll get nominated, but there's basically no way she's going to win at this point. Jessica Chastain in Eyes of Tammy Faye, I thought she was good in that. Olivia Colman for Lost Daughter, she's very good in that. Nicole Kidman for Being the Ricardos, who's the quasi front runner at the moment, was very good in that. And then Lady Gaga for House of Gucci, I think, will sneak in here. Mostly just by name alone and the fact that people actually watched that movie. I'm hoping she doesn't get in, kind of. I'd rather have someone more interesting like Alana Haim for Licorice Pizza sneak in, because I just like surprises like that. On to Best Actor. I just did the SAG 5 here, I believe. Will Smith for King Richard, Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog, Andrew Garfield, my personal favorite, for Tick Tick Boom, Denzel Washington for Tragedy of Macbeth, and then I put Javier Bardem in for Being the Ricardos. I thought he was actually great in the movie, but the movie itself is pretty good and nothing special in my opinion. But it'd be nice if Peter Dinklage could get in, because he's never been nominated before. I would love to see Nicolas Cage get in for Pig, because who doesn't love Nicolas Cage? On to Best Supporting Actress. We've got Kirsten Dunst, who I think is a lock for getting in. Aunjanue Ellis, who got snubbed at SAG, absolutely deserves to get nominated. I think she's better than Will Smith in King Richard. Katrina Balfe seems like a safe to get nominated, but has no chance of winning type of nominee there. Let me see my kid's head up here. Ariana DeBose seems like the front runner to win at the moment. And I think Ruth Negga will get in for Passing, because she's been picking up some steam. Best Supporting Actor, we've got Cody Smith-McPhee for Power of the Dog. Ciarán Hinds for Belfast, I think will make it in, due to his having been around the business for decades now and always is good in everything he's in status. Troy Kotsur, who is, in my opinion, like second place to get in, not Ciarán Hinds, to be honest with you. And he's the one who could like come from behind and win it all from Cody Smith-McPhee. But we'll see. I still have Jamie Dornan in there for Belfast, apparently. And Jared Leto for House of Gucci. Honestly, that's not who I want in here. I'm going to change this. I should have looked at this first. I want to put in Bradley Cooper, and I kept Jared Leto in, just because of what he's gotten so far. I won't be surprised if he didn't make it in either. So, Smith-McPhee, Hinds, Kotsur, Cooper, Leto. There we go. Best Adapted Screenplay, I have Power of the Dog. Up front to win, I think. Coda. I have The Lost Daughter in here. I think if it gets anything, it's going to get screenplay and actress, and then maybe that's it. which makes it kind of like a dark horse Best Picture nominee. But I just don't think the movie is enjoyable enough for most audiences to have that sort of passion. But I don't know. We'll see, right? Who knows? West Side Story, even though, you know, it's a good not remake, but re-adaptation of the original material that updates it and blah, blah, blah. I really want Tick, Tick, Boom to get in here. I don't have it predicted. My fifth one is Dune. It is a good adaptation of a very hard to adapt novel. I would be surprised if Dune misses for Tick, Tick, Boom, given that it's such a crafty movie that it could only get in picture director and all the crafts and stuff. And then maybe when part 2 comes out, assuming it's as good, then they'll nominate it and maybe give it the win. Original screenplay, Licorice Pizza, seems like a sure thing. Don't Look Up, Belfast, Being the Ricardos, and King Richard. This seems pretty straightforward. Cinematography, Dune for sure. Tragedy of Macbeth looks amazing. Power of the Dog is beautiful. West Side Story is very well shot. And Nightmare Alley is visually stunning, and I believe it got in at the ASC as well. Costumes, Cruella, if it's getting anywhere, it's that. Spencer, Dune again, House of Gucci, because it's Gucci. And West Side Story. Film editing, I have Belfast in there. I don't think it's going to win, but I have it in there. Dune, which I think is probably going to win. Power of the Dog. Tick, Tick, Boom absolutely deserves to get in for editing. West Side Story. But that missed at the Editing Guild, too. So that'll be interesting if West Side Story does end up getting in after getting snubbed at the Editing Guild. Makeup and hairstyling, we have Dune. Again, Cruella. I think that's a nice, easy one for that to get in. Costume and hair go together, or costume and makeup and hair go together a lot. So House of Gucci again, same reason. Eyes of Tammy Faye. That'll probably be the only other nomination it gets besides Chastain. And Coming to America, because the original one got nominated, and just the characters are just outstanding. Production design, Nightmare Alley. This is its safest bet to get in. Dune, it'll definitely get in. French Dispatch, this might be its only nomination. Tragedy of Macbeth looks outstanding. And West Side Story. Score, Dune, I think is easily going to win. Power of the Dog is a sure nomination. French Dispatch could easily get in here. Don't Look Up has a very good score. I'm not the biggest fan of the movie, but it does have very good music. And then I have Spencer sneaking in at number 5. So I do have the double nomination for Johnny Greenwood in there. Honestly, they'll probably change before the actual nominations come out. Best song, No Time to Die from No Time to Die. Encanto dos Roguritas. I don't know how to say that. Apparently that We Don't Talk About Bruno song is like killing it in the charts, but sadly the movie came out too late for them to know that. So they submitted the wrong song from the movie. I think they'd win for sure if they did that one. But it might win just because the album itself is so popular. Don't Look Up from, or Just Look Up from Don't Look Up. Funny song. Be Alive from King Richard. It's Beyonce, why not? And Down to Joy from Belfast. Just seems like a safe Best Picture frontrunner song nomination. Best Sound, Dune. West Side Story, No Time to Die, I think is a safe bet. Especially if they still had sound editing as a separate category, which they should, I think. Belfast, because Best Picture nominees often get in here. Power of the Dog could easily sneak in for the same reasons. And Tick, Tick, Boom absolutely deserves to get in here as well. Visual effects. Dune, easy win. Cinematography and visual effects go together a lot, and I think Dune is going to take both of them, because it happens a lot nowadays, I've noticed. It's like an unofficial stat that I've realized over the years. Matrix Resurrections I have as number 2. Godzilla vs. Kong, because, I mean, that's all special effects. And then Spider-Man, I think, will get in here. And Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. Now that I look at this, I might take out Belfast for sound and put in Spider-Man. What do you got, buddy? Hey! Speaking of Spider-Man, there he is. You brought it to me because you heard me say it. I figured. Animated feature. I think these 5 are pretty solid. I'd be surprised if anything else got in. Mitchell vs. the Machines. Flea. Encanto, which is probably going to win. Raya and the Last Dragon. And Luca. I'd be impressed if anything else got in. Maybe Sing 2, but Flea seems too interesting of a pick for them not to go for, I think. Documentary feature. Flea again. I'm hoping it gets all 3 of its nominations. Summer of Soul. The Rescue. Ascension. And Procession. International film. Drive My Car. Seems like the clear frontrunner. The Hero. Seems like a safe nomination. Worst Person in the World. Same thing. Flea hopefully gets in here for all 3 of its nominations, like I said. And Hand of God, I have heard good things, so I have that in there. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably change these around closer to nomination morning on a Gold Derby's website. But that is where I am at so far. Once again, I am Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe if you are a convicted cinephile yourself. And thank you for watching. See you at the Oscars.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.